The evolution of transportation is one of the proofs that the innovation and development of technology are limitless. Getting from place to place has never been this easy. We've really come so far. Just imagine, in the old times, if you need to visit a family member that is living in the next city, you have to walk through the sands of the desert for miles, and that would take weeks of walking. Now you can go across cities in less than an hour. Here are vehicles you've never seen before. By the way, make sure to click that subscribe button to stay up to date with all our engaging videos, and use that trigger finger by smashing that like button. Now, let's get into it. First on the list is the 1953 General Motors Firebird 1 XP21. This vehicle is far from the ones we've been using these days. This was the first gas turbine automobile ever to be built and tested in the United States. Designed strictly as an engineering and styling exercise, Firebird 1 was intended to determine whether the gas turbine could be used as an efficient and economical power plant for future vehicles. It has an unusual look. Its name lives up to its look. The front part of it looks like a bird beak. It is basically a jet airplane on wheels. Unlike a jet airplane, which develops thrust through the action of exhaust gas through a tail cone, the Whirlfire Turbo Power engine propelled the Firebird 1 through a power turbine acting on the rear wheels via a transmission. The engine was capable of 370 horsepower at a power turbine speed of 13,000 RPM. It was designed by Harley Earl and his staff of stylists at General Motors. Next, we have the 1942 L'Oeuf Electrique, or the Electric Egg, is a prototype concept car futuristic electric car of 1938, designed by the French industrial designer Paul Arzens for personal use. While contemporary Elon Musk can duly take credit for bringing electric cars to the mass market, his EV product is neither proprietary nor the first to hit the road. It was produced in 1942 and was acquired by the Musée des Arts in Métiers in 1993, which deposited it in the Schlumpf collection of the Cité l'Automobile in Mulhouse in Alsace-1. This vehicle has historical value because it has witnessed World War II. This is made of aluminum and a plexiglass bubble. The body, along with the engine, weighed only 90 kilos, which, adding the 5 electric batteries that it needed to run, were increased to 350. The batteries gave the car an autonomy of 100 kilometers, allowing a speed of 70 kilometers per hour, or 60 kilometers per hour if there were 2 people on board. A car made perfectly for urban use. A unique and atypical vehicle, which surprises in its time and even up to this day with these modern concepts. This is not just a simple car, but it is the fruit of a work of reflection on the use of the automobile in the urban environment. Especially now, the pollution is already on a concerning level. This was not commercialized, but our world needs some rest, so someone might use Arzen's design and one day we'll just see it in the market. Speaking of unseen and unusual cars, the 1970 Chaparral 2J is definitely on the list. The Chaparral 2J is what you get when you have a racing team that will do anything to win. More often than not, this is a recipe for getting in trouble, and the 2J managed to do just that by getting banned. It was simply too good to be true. And among all the Chaparral cars, this is the most unusual one. The car had a skirt made of Lexan extending to the ground on both sides, laterally on the back of the car, and laterally from just aft of the front wheels. It was integrated with the suspension system, so the bottom of the skirt would maintain a distance of 1 inch from the ground, regardless of g-forces or anomalies in the road surface. The skirting produced a zone within which the fans could create a vacuum, producing downforce on the order of 1.25 to 1.5 G when the car was fully loaded with fuel, oil, or coolant. Strange, yet brilliant, the 2J epitomizes engineering ingenuity. The car had 2 engines, a large Chevy V8 that powered the car, and a small remarkable engine. It actually powered 2 fans, which were designed to suck the air out from under the car to increase downforce like a suction cup, and ultimately improve the car's aerodynamics and handling. But moving forward, this idea was deemed illegal. Short-lived as its appearance may have been, it still goes down in the history books as one for the ages. Let's not forget to include the 1997 Thrust SSC. It is a British jet car developed by Richard Noble, Glyn Bowsher, Ron Ayers, and Jeremy Bliss. What makes it more amazing is this vehicle holds the world land speed record, set on October 15, 1997, when it achieved a speed of 1,228 kilometers per hour, 763 miles per hour, and became the first land vehicle to officially break the sound barrier. How is that even possible? Well, it was powered by a pair of Rolls-Royce Spey turbofan engines from the McDonnell Douglas F4 Phantom II supersonic jet fighter. The Thrust SSC was able to generate over 40,000 pound-force of thrust. Because of its remarkable world record, Thrust SSC remains one of the benchmarks of technological development. The future looks really promising with Toyota FV2. One of the biggest shifts in automotive design is around the form factor of the car itself, and this car exceeds normal expectations. No longer does a vehicle have to conform to the standard phenotypes of compact, sedan, or truck. This is a concept that illustrates this in grand and a little wild style. With no steering wheel to grab hold of, the FV2 is operated by the driver shifting their body weight, intuitively moving the car forwards or backwards, left and right. Being connected to intelligent transport system technology means you stay safe while having fun. Using both voice and image recognition to determine the driver's mood, the car will accumulate driving history to suggest driving routes and even determine the driver's skill level to assist in driving technique. In doing so, the FV2 will develop a bond with the driver and grow in knowledge with them over time. Breaking the usual car designs, this also brings excitement and fun to its user. We need this car right now. Hopefully this amazing car will soon be commercialized. Of course, we have Chevrolet Chaparral 2X Vision GT on the list. Conceived as a Garage 56 Le Mans experimental prototype, the Chevrolet Chaparral 2X Vision Gran Turismo is a look into the future of motorsports and inspired by the combined sensations of flying in a wingsuit and a MotoGP race bike. We get so excited just by describing it to you guys. The driving position creates one of the most immersive and exciting experiences ever imagined in four-wheel motorsports. The vehicle architecture and design take their shape as a result of the forward flight driving position, one where the pilot comes at one with the structure of the car. Once on board, with the canopy retracted to the closed position, the 2X forms a totally unique envelope around the pilot's outstretched body. It is a vision of how advanced technology may shape the look and driving experience of racing. Chaparral's race cars and methods were seen as outlandish 4 decades ago. The 2X VGT concept might just be a harbinger of motorsports in the next 4 decades. For all the car enthusiasts out there, I am sure this is one of the best things you're looking forward to. Speaking of the future, Rinspeed Booty is one of the most ambitious, futuristic car concepts. We're all familiar with self-driving cars at this point, but the Booty mixes things up to a silly degree. Typically, the vehicle navigates itself, but if you want to take the wheel, a robotic arm will bring it to you, even if you're in the passenger seat. Other wacky features include a telescoping camera on the roof that can create 3D maps of area terrain, and a pair of two-wheeled electric vehicles that live in pods on the Booty's side and can be released for urban exploration. This vehicle completely redefines human-machine interaction. No more than soon, we'll be hitting the road with minimal effort. What do you think about these cars? Let us know in the comment section below. And hey, if you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so we continue giving you the best content. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.